So, Steve, what exactly is this ID?
So the idea seemed pretty simple. Veterans needed an easy way to document their service. So Congress passed a law in 2015 that mandated that the VA create this program. It finally went online just this week.
So why do veterans need an ID?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. Some of it could just be pride, but there's also, we found a lot of money involved here. I talked with Ryan Ganaw. He founded Military Wallet after leaving the Air Force. So he watched the number of companies that offer these discounts really start to balloon over the last decade.
There are so many companies that offer discounts, and it might be something at point of sale. It might just be a couple dollars, or it might be 5% off or 10% off, and it could be just something like a free drink. For some of the bigger discounts, they really want to make sure that you are who you say you are. And again, as I mentioned, that's not always easy to do.
So there's a lot of money at stake, basically.
So what's been the holdup?
Well, the VA has been pretty tight-lipped about this entire process. We know that Congress didn't allocate any money for this, so the VA has gone out and they found a corporate sponsorship, Office Depot. They're going to actually print the cards and send them out to vets. We contacted the company, and that deal has actually not been finalized quite yet. So using corporate sponsorship, though, is unsettling to some vets. I talked with Carl Hunzinger. He's retired from the Air Force. He also works with vets in Florida. He's worried that this card is not going to be taken seriously.
If my retirement ID card had a Home Depot or Office Depot or some logo of some business on the back of it, that just would not sit well with me whatsoever.
It really is kind of a big deal.
So you spoke to Carl, you also spoke to a number of other veterans. Is this something that they really care about? Do you get the sense that they really care and want this card?
Yeah, I really do. I think they do. In fact, we actually went down to the county veterans office and I talked with Adonis Relive. He's a retired naval officer and he's a veteran service officer.
Okay, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
We do get a lot of calls on that. They just wanted to know when it's going to be because some of them really would like to have this kind of ID.
The card is supposed to allow veterans to avoid carrying around their DD-214, their discharge papers, which lists a wealth of personal information like Social Security numbers. Relive has seen vets who have carried around their DD-214 in their wallet for decades.
And I said, stop it. Don't even open it yet. Because you know what? It may disintegrate. And I've seen that.
Along with military retirees, veterans who receive VA medical care have ID. The law targets that subset of vets who don't fall into any of those categories. States have tried to address that by adding a veterans designation to driver's licenses. In the years since Congress passed the law, the idea has spread to nearly every state.
We're going to go to the front office here.
Relive showed me the process for the designation in California.
There is a form here that the veteran will fill out. It says Veteran Status Verification Form.
So you've got to go to Relive and get that form filled out, and then you have to go down to the DMV in person before they'll actually put veteran on your driver's license. So it's pretty secure.
So how's the process work?
All right, so this is what we know about this. So you can apply by going on to va.gov. You have to upload a recent photo and, ironically, a copy of your driver's license. The VA said it should take about 60 days for an actual card to show up. We're already talking to some vets who are having trouble with this completely online process. And the VA hasn't actually done a lot to sell this program to local veterans service organizations or to VSOs like Relive. So there could be a lot of questions in the coming months.
Steve Walsh, thank you so much for giving us this information.
Thanks, Ebony.